Conversation. I wrote something that had a lot of triggers in it, but I have never been sexually assaulted. I don't know what it's like. I've never felt that pain or anything. So I wrote this piece and I submitted it, and I wasn't satisfied with it. I didn't understand why I wasn't satisfied with it until I realized that I had no place in writing something that I didn't understand. If I couldn't understand it, how could I make other people understand it? So I chose a different route. And for me, this route was how I feel like my consent is used, how every day, I'm sure a lot of people go through this, a lot of women go through this, and it's something that we've internalized. I'm going to give a little bit of background. I wish I could show it, but there's this painting. This painting of a woman, and her name was Lilith. And it's not in the Torah, but in Jewish tradition, Lilith was Adam's first wife, and she was a struggle for him because they were both made out of the same ilk at the same time, and she refused to lay beneath him, and so God banished her. Well, in essence, she was destroyed. And the painting of her, she looks as if someone is watching her. She's looking into a mirror, and she is so composed. And I thought about that for a really long time. And my professor, who showed me the picture, or the painting, she said, there's this interesting thing that when women walk into a room, they all of a sudden understand that everyone is watching them. They feel eyes on them the entire time. Men don't really have this. Not saying that I think that it was a study that was shown that men didn't really feel this posture in that same sense. So my piece is called Gaze, and I wrote this like last week, so bear in mind I didn't really have time to use it like the rest of the lovely ladies who did a great job, but I'll try my best. I am illuminated. I shift uncomfortably under these laundering, lucid lights. My muscles clench and quake tight as they gaze comfortably deluminated. I try to remember why I am illuminated, why I am under examination. To be a woman has ramifications. Hence, I am illuminated. Now, I remember. It began a maroon splotch, a sacrament of the unlearned. How girlish, how grand, how giddy. At 12, I thought I was ready to be a woman. I was determined, unaware of what I saw. The day arrived. I stood at a bus stop, waiting, when a truck of goblins crept by, cutting the exact architecture of these concrete thighs. Their screeches rent the air, grating. I was deprived. I walk with conviction, yet I flounder to stay afloat, furiously rowing my tinny little boat in the flood of expectation. Though I march steady, click, 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 sick, sick. His gaze is so heavy my knees crumple like foil, yet I click, click, click on, long-legged as a Huron, and I teeter as my stomach roils. Yet, I am immaculate in my hard glare, my body meticulous in design. One image seems so benign, yet faithful is fucked by Vanity Fair. A perverse nation. I am a mirror now. They see how strong, how sanctioned, how secure, despite my attempts to obscure the smooth reflection against me. I suffered elimination. Still, I reflect, but I refuse elimination because I'm not just woman. I reflect you and me. I reflect human. I refuse examination, no matter if I reflect. Because I do not consent. I do not consent to be illuminated, to be gay boobs and a butt, to be called a slut, to have doors shut by an uncouth mutt. I will not suffer your gaze because I do not consent.